Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Well, half an hour ago, Kelly was here and she said, "Hey, hey, hey." She says, "Happy particular people day. This is a day that it's okay to be weird, to be original, and unapologetically ourselves." I think that's every day because normal scares the heck out of me. Celebrating those who refuse to conform to what is considered normal. I agree. Every day should be that way because normal scares me. You know, normal is considered average. So the average statistics say that about 60% of all marriages end in divorce. And out of that divorce, 50% ends up with split custody. So what do you get? The average family has 2.5 kids. Well, they don't say if it's left half, bottom half, right half, or left half. And then you split those, they end up with split custody. So will they each get a 1 3/4 kid? Which quarter? And Nikki says, "Hey, Steve, we resemble those remarks." She says, "I know, how befitting. Hey, cuz." Good evening, Nikki. Hey, PJ. So today is a crazy day. I'm down to 1 3-tier cage of quail, and I had to put a 3-tier cage of rabbit cages together tomorrow. PJ says, "Hey, Nikki. Hey, Verna." Holly says, "Hello, Vay, and everyone. How you doing, Holly?" Because Mama's getting crowded in her cage. She can hardly lay out anymore. And everybody's saying hey to Holly. Hello, Dawn. The kids are already weaned. Mama did that. They're all eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. I'm filling 4 dishes 2 or 3 times a day. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Now, this is G-Drill's cup. It's the biggest cup I have, the best cup for doing live stream. Okay, Nikki, hurry back. So I got 1 tier of my quail are on the get fat diet. Getting ready to process those after I get the bunnies put over and the mamas made it again. I'm changing over the water system on that cage to the one that works better. And we'll see and I got all the feeders in to put onto all the cages. Let's see, I got another box in today, but I didn't open it yet. This should be the last of the feeders. And as you can see, they came from KW Cages. That's the same place that I get the cages from. They taped the two boxes together. Oh no, these are the nesting boxes. The new nesting boxes. So these are the two nesting boxes. Here's the boxes where the feeders came in. Okay. So that was the new nesting boxes. Are you going to do both those at the same time this time? Yep, that's why I'm getting everything rearranged. Kelly came back. She goes, "Hey, I'll just finish cleaning the quail shed out before another blizzard hits." Did you lock your rabbits up in that box? LOL. No, that's what those are the two nesting boxes that I ordered. They look huge. Hello, Fran. Welcome to the group. Hello, everyone. Just stopped in for a second to say hi. Aw, too bad you don't stay a while, Fran. No, so the feeders came earlier this week. That's what I thought was funny because see how bad the box got destroyed? But now I've got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feeders. The only one that doesn't need the big feeder is the buck. Okay. Okay, I forgot to put the outside water bottles. Oh, pull the outside water bottles. Be right back. Got to put people to bed. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer says, hello, Verna and everyone. Can rabbits eat Timothy hay and alfalfa hay? They can eat Timothy hay, but I would be careful with the alfalfa hay. There's something in the alfalfa that doesn't do good with rabbits. And I can't remember what it was. Did I miss something? You have quail and rabbits in your apartment? Yes, Fran. That's why we've been missing you. You don't know what's going on anymore. Now, I can't put bees in my apartment, but I could have the quail and rabbits. What I ought to do is I ought to weigh one and show it to you guys. Let me go get a scale and get a rabbit. One of the kits. Move, Lucy. You go lay down. First, what I'll do is I'll get the scale out, and then I'll get a rabbit out because you know Miss Lucy's going to cause it to stress. There's the scale. Now, let me see. Oh, it looks like. Oh, hi, babies. They're all fighting for my attention. Come here. Oh, hold still. It's okay. Go lay down, Lucy. Now, this one here is a blue Havana. See how pretty it is? Hold still, baby. I'm here. Right there. Oh, this one's close to 3 pounds. Their pellets are not alfalfa, their pellets are Timothy hay. Let me see. Let me sit down and hold this for a few minutes. Okay, hello, Ed. Let me know. Brian can help you with that. No, my landlord would be very upset if I had something like that. She says, I thought the pellets were made of alfalfa plus nutrient. No, they're made of Timothy hay. See, now she's just laying in he or she is laying in my arms. I'm going to check and see if it's a male or female. Hmm. She put her leg down so I could check. I have a feeling this is a female, but I can't see for sure. But she is very beautiful. A beautiful blue. Now go put her back in her cage with her mama and siblings. And Fran, they're her Havana rabbits. Come on. Wouldn't hay be the same thing without the added nutrients? Yes. I have Timothy hay that I also feed them. I'm going to show you, Fran. These pellets are alfalfa. Excuse me, Lucy. I don't have the empty bag here. I'm going to show you online what I feed them. Because that's easier than me lifting that 50-pound bag. Okay, just a second. Good evening, Aaron. Okay. Let me catch up here. They get up to about 5 or 6 pounds. Good evening, Aaron. We had Ed and Aaron are both in here. Hello, F.R. Humphrey. I may be distracted from time to time. I have no idea why my boss expects me to do actual work during Bay's live. Okay, let me show this to you guys here. Let's see. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, let's see what this one. Based on premium quality, dehydrated alpha. Okay, it is alfalfa. With blended with other choice natural ingredients. Oh, I guess I was wrong, but it's okay to be wrong. But I got Timothy Hay for them to chew on. I haven't done it yet with these. I have to sort out the male from the females. Fran, you were right this time. I was wrong. Everybody saying hi to Aaron. But there's no yeah, they get Timothy Hay um, for nibbling on, and for their nesting box, I put regular hay in or straw. I don't remember which is it is. It's the ones without the C's. Yeah, they're just for food. They're just for food. I think the males are old enough for me to process. I could keep their hides, but they're more thinner than if I let them go for another month. About the time that I will have 2 litters, it'll be time to do the mamas. I mean, the females. I have to see what Kelly's saying, Lucy. It's hard to do when you're on my right hand. If they're outside, Kelly, I would use a feed bag as a liner so that all you have to do is slide it out of the tray, hit it, hit it loose, and then put it back. You have a blessed night, Holly. Next thing you know, you will have a. No, I can't get a goat in here. I would love to have a goat because I love goat's milk. Hello, Susanna. I think that's right, Nikki. And what I'm feeding them is the 18%, which is usually for bunnies. All right, Lucy, that's enough. I go straight to the mill with my feed barrels, so I don't have feed bags. Oh, that's what Lucy is my service dog. Thank you very much, Susanna. I would love to have pygmy goats, but I need a yard for that because then I would want to breed so that I can keep goat's milk because then I'd get rid of the cow's milk. It stopped me from having to buy cow's milk, which is getting $6 a gallon. Yeah, Kelly, if I knew you wanted feed bags, I could save them for you and ship them to you because I've been having to throw mine away. See, I use the liners here, but I found out they attract my problem pest, so I had to quit doing that. Yeah, but you would have to use the thick ones so they didn't rip under the weight of the quail poo. Oh, that would be so cool. And if you had a freeze dryer, you'd be able to freeze dry some for me. That would take up a lot less room. Oh, Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Well, see, you use it for crafting, and I use things to save money. Kelly, 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 Kelly. Nope, you never appear in my room, my mirror. She's trying to say like she is what's that Mary? I can't remember that. Bloody Mary, yeah. She's trying to say she's like Bloody Mary. Oh, time for me to go behind the camera. We all get comical that way. Now, this week we don't have a guest. I mean, tonight we don't have a guest. But Saturday is Christina from Gijo's Family Farm, or Family Homestead. Yeah, or Beetlejuice. It would be more like Beetlejuice because that's more comical. Because Kelly's not scarish, but she is funny. Yes, Christina. Talking about herbs and gardening. So within the next 24 hours, you guys, well, tomorrow you guys should have a notification about that sometime tomorrow. Because I look up to Christina and I love her accent. But everybody's quieting down now. That's okay. So what I got to do, Christina is so great, I might marry her again. You know what you could do it, see about doing it at QuailCon? See about renewing your vows at QuailCon. Yes, she does. She was at QuailCon last year, Fran, and she's a sweetie. Well, you can talk to her about it on Saturday at 10 a.m. That looks like that looks like bragging rights right there. Yeah, that would be so romantic. Right in Quail Barn. Yeah, propose to her on Friday night and have the renewing of vows on Saturday night or Sunday night. What anniversary will this be, Ed? I mean, Aaron? Oh, she loves you more than you want to know. Oh, wow. So it'll be just before your 21st anniversary. You should have already renewed those vows. It just don't seem like you guys are old enough to be married that long. No, that just tells you who wears the pants in the family, Ed. And I'm sure Aaron will agree it has to be Christina. Whoops. PJ, if you bring him some goats, he can them. He can what them, Christina? Oh, he can have them? Cool. So he'll take two nannies and a Billy. Unrelated if you can. Now, what I like is PJ's cows. So don't forget, Christina, we got a date Saturday. Oh, everybody here that has NPIP certification, please make sure that I have you on a list so I can redo Nightbot for all the family farms that have NPIP. Yeah, PJ, he can get the nannies from you and a buck from Jasmine. I don't have guinea pigs, Fran. Aaron and Christina's got all my guinea pigs. I gave it to them last QuailCon. I just have quail and rabbits now. And I downloaded my quail down to one 3-tier cage, two for breeding and one for grow outs. The reason I would like to be in a place where I can have a few goats is because then I wouldn't have to buy milk. We get to play in the mud tomorrow doing our annual NPIP testing. Well, Nikki, you got to send me the link to your website so that I can put you on my breeder's pick list. Well, that's because all your goats are pregnant now, aren't they, PJ? Because I know when they're close to due date, you have to stop like, gotta let them dry up the last few weeks of their pregnancy. That's why you need a freeze dryer. That way you could freeze dry your extra milk so that when it comes to dry time, you still have goat's milk. Nikki, send it to me in Facebook Messenger so that I can write it down. I mean, so I can copy and paste it for because I can't do that right now. Yes, I had. Yeah, I should put you down. I need just a link to where your eggs and that are. They can find the other stuff on your farm. Oh no, PJ, that's a long time without milk. Yes, Aaron, you would be on my NPIP list. Okay. But Aaron, send me it in Messenger again so to make sure that I have it a list to your the egg section or bird section either way. And there's Andy Rabbit. She's only a half hour late today. Off with her head. Hey David. Tonight is just open chat. We go back to having special guests on Saturday with Christina. And then Wednesday we have Zach for a few hours. I mean, a few minutes, and um, then we have Aaron. No, Matt, then Aaron. Yeah, yeah. You got that storm coming into you. I tell you what, it's going to get rough here. Let me find this and show you guys what it's going to be like. I know you guys will probably have it worse than I do. See, it's going to be good until this weekend. Then it gets down to 29 for a high, 21 for a high. Monday's only going to be 15 for a high. Tuesday's going to be 14 for a high. Then it starts up a little bit. 30 and 20. Yeah, we got winter temperatures until the end of the month, towards until the 22nd, and then it starts going up again. This will be MIA Saturday, family in town. Well, family's important. They were talking about minus 15 wind chills. Oh, that's too cold. Well, one of my blue rabbits is almost 3 pounds right now. Because a little while ago I weighed it, showed it and weighed it. Lucy, go lay down. I don't know why you have mommyitis right now. You're such a baby. Yes, you are. You already went outside, so go lay down. Oh, no. Did you patch that hole? Thank you, Nikki. I see I got it on Messenger. And because you need to, I hope you have a website so you can ship eggs too, because I know you're NPIP. Oh, wow. Ooh, you only got 50 out of 115 eggs. Did you have a Govee in there, David? Because that's just under 50%. Lucy, go lay down. Go. She's up under my desk looking at me. Go lay down. That's only a 43% hatch rate, David. Not good. Hello, Nita. Oh, so it got a little dry in there. Okay. You have a blessed day, Fran. See you Saturday. Nita, today we don't have a guest speaker. It's just sharing what's going on our homesteads and answering questions. You too, Fran. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any more hatching until after my next bunch of rabbits. How many eggs are you getting a day? Guz, how many eggs are you getting a day? And Nikki, how many eggs do you get a day? Well, that's good, David. David, are you NPIP certified? Or you need to get a website so you can sell some of those eggs. And Kelly, are you NPIP certified? Well, that's okay because you can still sell locally. You can sell in your own state or anybody that comes to your farm. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be AFK for a moment. I got to answer that call, and I'll be right back. Okay, let me catch up what's on screen now. I have turned lights off, so I'm only getting 10-ish eggs a day. Okay, cool. I can understand that. When you're small like us, yes, Aaron. Well, you should click on Quail University, where Nightbot says thinking of starting Quail, but want to know everything you should know before starting. Check out Quail University. That's what you need to do first. For $45, you get 8 hours of instructions that you finish in your own pace, but you have access to it for the rest of your life. Cool. Count by pen and then total. Yeah, I was getting between 50 to 60 eggs a day until I started on my calling. Yeah, you're a small homestead, but you do a lot in your little homestead. I would have to ask you first, how many quail do you think you have, Aaron? Or I should ask Christina how many eggs she gathers a day. Or is it Lane that's gathering? I'd be more interested knowing how many kui you have right now. That's why I say Christina. Aaron, how many cages do you have? And what's the average amount of cages on quail in each cage? We'll do it that way. See, I'm ornery and I like to start things. Remember, Zach didn't think he was that big until MPIP told him he was. Give me a little problem with my ear tonight. Am I've got about 45 hens, I think. 19-ish cages. And how many quail in each cage, do you think? Yeah, the way he sells, he just might, Steve. 1 to 300 per cage. Oh, you got 300 quail in one cage? If he had 19 cages, who did you give Aaron's website? Ah, so you have 15 hens per cage. Let me see here. You should be getting a lot, at least 100 eggs a day if you got them on light. I agree with you, David. Yeah, but if she doesn't want to pay for shipping, she can wait. Now, I have a question here. I want to show of hands. How many people do other prepping? Cool. So if you got eight times 15, that's 40 carry the four. 8 times 8 and 4 is 12, 120. Well, tell us how that goes, Andy. Okay, prepping. Okay, because I'm gonna line up a couple speakers that are preppers. They don't do things our way, but we'll listen to their different ways of doing it too. And then maybe we can educate them as well. Are you interested in prepping, Kelly? That's what the hands were for. That's because you were reading the chat and not listening, which is okay. I asked for a show of hands of people that are interested in prepping. Well, see, most homesteaders are preppers. Good evening, Bob. But not all preppers are homesteaders. Prepping is making sure that you're prepared for when crap hits the fan. What's it up to, Andy? Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. Give me a minute and I'll handle that. Let me go here. Do it this way. Because I fixed it and it wasn't supposed to be up. Mm. Let me fix that. I'm fixing that right now. No, I got to do it this way first. Okay, is it gone, Dawn? I don't have any woods to hide it in, but I've got stashes of food. No, pack rats keep emotional things. Um, no, a pack rat keeps only useful things. A hoarder keeps emotional things. Good, because I hate that heart. Okay, now if anybody wants to come up, here's the invitation link. Now I have to pin that on my side. Then we got 13 people watching, 19 likes. Most everything I have is usable. It just ain't so well organized anymore. So then what do you call raising quail? Being smart. That's what I call it. And how many eggs did you collect, Aaron? Whoever would like to come up. Kelly, if you feel like coming up, come on up. See, Kelly needs to go up. Aaron voted. Come on up, Kelly. Self-sufficient is raising quail and eating the quail and eggs and other products. Exactly. Come on, Kelly. We're waiting for you. And I need to get some more coffee. She says, let me track down the laptop. While she's tracking down the laptop, I need to go get some more coffee because my cup is empty again. And you know, I do not do well with an empty cup of coffee. Add a little stevia to my coffee and grab a coffin nail. Exactly, Steve. Come on, Kelly. We're waiting. No, but you end up with the waist that you have to put a belt on. Now I have to go behind the camera for this one. Yeah, but see, you're wasting food. You know, the feed, rabbit feed. How much light are they getting, Bob? And you know, they can either get ready to molt or some people have a problem with 2 weeks of the year of their quail going on strike. Okay, we're waiting for your laptop, Kelly. Well, it could be just that, yeah, it could be just that they're taking a little break. Well, that's true. But I'm going to line up a few preppers to speak towards the end of this month and next month. Because I've got 2 of them that I would like to speak. Good quality, high refresh lights help, and I'd push for 16 as opposed to 15. Yeah, I agree. Also, make sure there's no gap between artificial lights and the real lights. Yeah, I keep my lights on all the time, no matter how much light's coming through the window. And if you're using Christmas lights, make sure they don't twinkle. I agree. Yeah, they have quail have a lot of dander. That's why my daughter won't be able to visit me again until I can put the exhaust fan back in the window. Using the same exact feed you get from the same exact location you've been getting it. Where are you getting the feed from? Have a blessed day, Dawn. Have a blessed night, rather. Okay. Yeah, so that can't be the problem because that's good feed because I'm using the same thing. Oh, and here she is.
I'm like, the lighting's so bad in here. Hi, guys.
Yeah,
I
you
hear
need a light behind your camera.
I need a what?
A light behind your camera.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
It's overhead, isn't it?
yeah, it is. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can maybe move it. I wanted to show you guys my favorite little chickies that just hatched. I bet.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go grab one. I'm so excited. I don't want to sell these ones, but I know people are gonna snatch them.
Quail chicks.
Come here, little kitty. Oh, my favorite spotted one. Here you are. Come here.
Yeah, it's tickle trunk. That's true.
My little
Keisha, you know what we haven't said for a while?
Oh, hold still, you spaz.
What
Oh, don't
kind of quail is
cry.
that?
Don't cry. What'd you say?
How old is that? How old is that one?
It just hatched.
That's a chicken chick, ain't it?
No, that's a quail chick.
Okay, because it kind of looks kind of big.
Oh, my cute little babies. Hey. It's got like a black eye. It's like the craziest color pattern. It's hard to see it without.
What kind is it from?
Like, what color is it?
Yeah.
It's it's gonna be controversial. It's exactly what color it looks like.
No, I'm talking about which ones did it come from?
It's a black. Oh, you mean where did it come from? Like my yard?
No, you're okay. I have wilds and I have Egyptian pea. What kind was his parents?
Blacks. Like it's a black quail. So
Where
it
did you
has.
get a black quail from?
That's why I said it's controversial. It's exactly what color it looks like.
Okay.
I didn't get them from the controversial source though. I was one of the breeders working with Whiskey Tango Farms like a year and a half ago on
Uh-huh.
blacks with a couple other people, but not from William Carl Foster's line. It was from somebody else that legally imported them.
Okay.
It's someone you know and like, but I don't know if they want me to say their name or not. I don't know if they want to be associated with Whiskey Tango Farms anymore. So, yeah, I got them from a legal source on someone that
As
paid a
long
lot
as
of
it's
money for 'em.
legal source, that's all we care about. We don't care about WTF.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, can you hold them with both hands and put them back in the incubator with everybody? With both hands, they'll hop. Go put them back in the box. Thank you. I'm counting them by color, so I only put like my 60 jumbo pharaohs in the brooder, and I'm letting them get situated, and then I'm gonna go and count how many of the other ones. Because I have like 3 different customers that want to come get chicks this time around, so they'll text me and probably be like, "What do you have colors of?" And a lot of people this year they don't want the jumbos so far, so we'll see. This last year, like everybody wanted colors; they didn't care about size at all. So I think I had a lot more people. Oh, thank you. Well, it's the I don't want to say this will sound like an idiot, but what a lot of people have done with the blacks is add in white, like tuxedos, because the blacks carry that lethal yellow issue.
Yeah.
And if you add in like jumbo whites, it kind of lessens it. So, Aaron.
Good to see you, TM.
So yeah, Aaron Gidros is like super, super good at genetics, and I talk to him all the time. So I found out some stuff about the blacks that I didn't know at QuailCon, talking to like Zach and George. And so I took a lot of I only kept a couple of the blacks and I crossed them with pharaohs. And I ended up getting like something like a Graufi. I don't know if it is or not because I don't really care. They're big and I eat them, but something like that. So its parents are either blacks or like that Graufi type combination. So I kind of have like a weird mix cage of dark ones that I just think are really pretty. So, and I just keep the big healthy ones and eat everybody else. And everybody in my shed gets eaten on about a 6-month rotation, if not a year. But usually like every 6 months, everything is turned over anyways. So I just think
Well,
the blacks are pretty.
I know that if you turn them over every 4 months, then it's on my shires, their quail won't have any problems till about 20th generation.
He turns over all of those in his
No,
group cage, or just the
if
males?
I had did an experiment the first 3 years that I was into quail.
Oh,
So in 3 years, it took me to get 20 generations of my shire eggs, chicks. So from the first ones I bought for 20 generations before I started seeing any signs of inbreeding.
yeah.
And that's a long time. So if you let them go for a year before you change over to the next generation, that's close to 20 years before you have to add new blood.
Right. Yeah. I have a customer that buys probably on average like 10 birds, like processed birds a week, and like 8 dozen eggs. And it just kind of depends. Like some weeks it's more. And so she in the last 6 months had eaten through like half my shed. And if my grow outs aren't big enough to process, I will occasionally just pick the oldest breeder cage and they will be next in line because I have grow outs that are going to replace them anyways. So hopefully this year I can keep up with demand. We'll see. If there's a great chicken rush, then there usually is also a great quail rush if you play your cards right and you educate people enough.
Yeah.
So usually here when people are panic buying chickens, and like they usually find out shortly after or right before like the value of quail, and so
yeah, that
get quail.
Education breeds that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not ever pushy about it because I will eat my entire shed. Like I am not contingent upon a sale. Like I'm a stay-at-home mom, and if I make extra money, cool, and if I don't, fine. It's not like going to change our situation. So I'm not like desperate for a sale. So if people are like they don't want to buy, cool, and if they want to buy, cool. Like I'm here either way, and I'm just educating people. So.
And you do enough crafting and everything to subsidize your income too.
Yeah, if it sells good. Kind of depends. Like the quail egg ear, like jewelry has really not been that popular, and I'm really surprised.
Well, that's usually for quail fanatics.
Yeah, I think that might be what it is. Like people
but
aren't
the
sure.
feather earrings and stuff like that go across.
Yeah.
All types.
Those have been really popular. So.
Steve wants to know if you take birds with you to farmer's market.
No. Usually when I was doing it before, I was at a farmer's market that wasn't city run. It was private property and they could do whatever they wanted. So they let me bring birds and I would do like live demos, like butchering demos, and I'd sell meat and eggs and like all kinds of stuff. And there was never any issues. But that was because it wasn't city run and it didn't have the regulations that the city ones do. And the city ones, like they try to make you have like egg handler's license and you got to wash all the eggs and then you got to like have them in a fridge and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to wash like 20 dozen eggs. And then what if I don't sell them? Then I don't have room for that in my fridge. Like it just
right.
Dumb. But they don't let you sell meat at all. And usually you're not allowed to bring live animals, period. Even though everybody there has like 4 dogs, like everybody there is walking around. I don't think that's why, because it's never a like logical reason why they say. They're just blanket statement usually is you can't bring live animals. They're trying to get swaps going in Utah, but the other kind of big quail person is actually like not selling quail in 2024 because she's trying to get swaps going, but you have to be in PIP to do the swaps, which makes sense. But like, I'm not going to do it. So like, I want to be part of it and she wants me to be part of it. So we can kind of like team up, but I'm like, I'm not being in PIP. So you only sell hatching eggs, Steve? Really? I mean, mine's kind of the other way. Like I usually just sell eating eggs and then people can try and hatch them if they want, but I usually tell them not to because like if you're going to buy hatching eggs from me, I usually like to collect them like right before you come. So they're like as fresh as possible. And that's usually what I tell people. So they haven't, but there's people that will come up to me and be like, if I put them in the microwave or if I put them on like the broil in my oven, I'm like, what in the, yeah, no, people think they can hatch an egg in their oven. People think they're like kids can like wrap them in blankets and like keep it as a pet in their bedroom and it'll hatch. And I'm like, no. I think like Hollywood and movies has made it seem like it's, yeah. I think that was David. I'm not logged in the StreamYard, but
right.
Yeah, they don't let you do like hardly anything. Yeah, they don't. Which sucks.
And mine is so bad. Mine is owned by this. It's run by the city, and I don't get along with the person that runs it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so I don't even go there anymore as a customer.
Steve, I really don't think that would work. It might, but see, Ed even doesn't think it'll work. I don't think it would work. Yeah, it never worked. See, I don't know. When people start asking stuff like that, I hand them a hatching at home flyer. And I'm like, listen, you can rent all the stuff from me and I'll walk you through it and you could hatch them and you don't have to keep them if you don't want to. And then a lot of people kind of lean more towards, yeah, it's it's a chick incubator. It'll work better than like my oven. And I can't imagine getting like a spoiled egg in your oven. Like I feel like that.
Hey, Buster.
Hey, Buster.
Oh, it's better late than never.
See, I didn't even know that about ovens. I kind of thought that seemed a little low for an oven, but I get asked all kinds of random questions.
Well, and some people want to know if you can put them in a slow cooker under low.
I've never been asked that.
I tell them no. Yeah, if you want to cook them in 3 hours.
Sometimes people ask the most like bizarre questions that I'm so like, what? That I don't even know how to answer. Can I put it in the oven and it'll hatch? What? Is that a real question? Like, I don't even know.
You can tell them you can put them surround a box with hand warmers and change out the hand warmers every 18 hours.
People would probably try that. Like, people will believe anything too. Like, so. See, yeah, that's what I think too.
Yep.
And also, she's trying to get, I think, a big push for getting swaps in Utah would also get the cost of NPIP testing quail down significantly, because right now I think it's like $1 a bird or more, and anything under 300 quail you have to test every bird, and you have to blood test them and like swab them. And the girl that was telling me that does the NPIP testing, And she was saying that like it kills them and stuff a lot of times. Like it's too stressful to hold down a quail and swab its mouth. And like I would be so mad like if it killed like half my shed. Like maybe I'd do it in the if I did it in the wintertime, it wouldn't be as bad because then like the meat didn't spoil because they're frozen. But like, yeah, it's stupid expensive. We never did figure out if people can take hogs and figure out how to extract the insulin.
No, I don't know how to do that. How is insulin extracted? Let me see.
And the original insulin was made from pigs, but now it's all synthetic. But like people like me that are type 1, like when you're thinking about going off grid, like everybody in the family's like, we can't go off grid, Kelly, you'll die. Yeah, probably.
Here we go. Let me show it to you. See what I found out.
Did you just Google that?
Yep. There you go. Insulin protein was also extracted from the pancreas of the 2 piglets by acid alcohol extraction and purified by native polyacrylate gel electrophorus native page.
Oh, geez. That's a hot mess.
And here you go. As the name suggests, animal insulin is made from the pancreas of animals, usually pigs, porcupine or pork insulin, and cows, bovine or beef insulin. The insulin is purified, which reduces the chance of the insulin under developing a reaction to the insulin.
I never considered that, but you know how when you get like an organ transplant, you have to take rejection drugs so that your body doesn't like attack it? Like that would make sense that if you wouldn't like inject animal like isolate cells or whatever they do in this case, like that your body probably would likely attack it. They're trying to come up with like isolate cell transplants, and the isolate cells are what makes insulin, but it only would last for like 6 months. So
yeah,
and they probably would only cover it for people that are like on their deathbed sick. And it just like I don't think they would do it for younger, healthier people, which don't really fall in like either of those categories. So
you can eat bacon as a diabetic. It's sugar.
No, he says he can't have it because I think he says he's like inferring he gets the insulin from the bacon.
Oh, okay.
He's part pig, see? He's got extra insulin. I missed what they were talking about, something about rabbits.
So did I.
Where is Buster at? What state?
He's in Oklahoma.
Oh. I have a friend in Nebraska and it's bad. And the snow is like up to her like she had to dig a tunnel to get.
Here you go. Well, the body is 98.6, so tell them to put them where the sun don't shine and take anti-poo meds for 21 to 23 days.
You should not tell me stuff like that because stuff like that I'll remember. And I might say that to somebody. Like I actually might.
What do you want, Lucy? You already went out at 6 o'clock. Quit bugging me. I know you want attention. Come on. Come on.
Buster, are you coming to QuailCon? I see Buster in all the chats, but I don't think I've met him yet.
Well, he couldn't make it last year. Well, let's hope he can make it this year.
It shouldn't be too bad of a drive, right? I guess it depends what part of Oklahoma. We used to be in Oklahoma when I was like 5. My dad was stationed in Fort Sill. Oh my God. You know what? I'd rather be incubating quail eggs than what I was incubating last year. I was so freaking sick. Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, right now is when you put in, that's when you have to do your vacation days, Buster.
Yeah, who works on Labor Day weekend? What? That's like, why are they making you work Labor Day weekend? Verna, did you see what I said the other day that one of my customers found out that I knew Zach and was like freaking out? I can't hear you.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, one of my new customers was talking about all the videos he watched on YouTube, and I mentioned My Shire Farm, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I've like binge watched all of his videos," and I was like, "He's such a great guy," and he like looked at me and he's like, "Wait, you like know him?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, know him, know him?" I'm like, "Yeah," like we can text each other. Like he was like, "You know him?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's a whole bunch more of them too." Like, I'm like, "I know Slightly Redneck," and he's like, "I don't know him yet." I'm like, "You got to go follow Slightly Redneck." Like, I sent him a thing with like everybody's YouTube channel names and stuff. But yeah, he was like freaking, like fangirling out, and I said, like, because he's like, "I can't believe you know him," and I was like, well, "Come to QuailCon and you can too." And now that's like all he's talking about. He's like telling his wife that they're like planning QuailCon. But when she
Well,
came in the quail shed, he's like, "She knows the My Shire guy." I was like, I have never had anybody have that reaction. So it's like, I do. He also mentioned the other guy, and I also was like, I do. And I did not hold back on my opinion because I never do. My daughter's
yeah,
reading.
it's going to get bad here too. Where we're going to have one day where we're going to have about 9 degrees Fahrenheit for a
My
high.
sister's in Morrow. Do you know where Morrow is?
Not really.
It's I want to
Name
say
another town by it.
it's kind of out in BFE.
Well,
Like
there's a lot of
it's
BFE.
yeah,
In
there
my
really is.
opinion, Franklin was to be a BFE.
There's it's like an hour from Middletown. I want to say maybe
Is it south or southeast or
I think it's northwest
northwest?
of Middletown.
No, that would be more like Indiana.
Oh. Because, yeah, she's 45 minutes from Eaton, too, which is dang near close to the border of Indiana. I don't know. I'd have
Yeah.
to ask her. Maybe it's just straight west of Middletown.
Oh, by Lebanon. By Lebanon.
No, it's farther than Lebanon. Um, yeah, they get really bad winds and stuff, though. They're kind of out and like there's nothing really out there. And the wind, she said it picked up their pergola and like threw it off the porch yesterday because they had like 30-mile-an-hour winds. And they're constantly losing. They built like a new communities out there, but they're constantly losing power. But it's
TM,
supposed to be bad.
he's been almost off since right after QuailCon.
I might look and see because that's gonna drive me crazy now. Because I thought it.
Is it Morrow, Ohio?
Yeah, Morrow, Ohio.
Marrow?
I think it's Morrow. Yep.
Okay, it's a village in Ohio.
Yeah, I was gonna say that my map says it's a village. Let's see. It looks like
It's in Warren
it.
County. It's in the same county I'm in. It's in Salem Township.
Okay, I was wrong. It is southeast of Middletown.
Yeah,
It
southeast,
is.
not
It's like a little
southwest.
bit southeast of Lebanon. So Steve was actually really close. But I think it's like Lebanon is more closer to the cities, and Morrow is just like you must just like because I've been there and there wasn't a lot of stuff by it. But Lebanon, there's like people there. Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I totally
South
thought the other
Lebanon
direction.
is be at, yeah, it's just a little bit south of South Lebanon. So you have, let me present this.
So yeah, they get rough weather
Okay,
out there.
there's Lebanon right
Yeah.
here. Then you have South Lebanon right here. And they're as close to South Lebanon as Lebanon is.
I think that's why it seems so off because it's so far from the highway. So it doesn't look that far on the map, but like when you're driving it, it takes a minute. Man, I did not
Oh, I
realize
should do
that
that.
was. Hmm.
See, says, haha, I win.
Yeah, well, I'm horrible at directions, honestly. I've only learned north, south, east, and west since I've been in Utah because we have a grid system. And I don't think they have that like anywhere else. That's more of a Utah thing. And maybe Idaho does it too.
Bologna. Baloney.
Why?
Lebanon.
What does that have to do with bologna? I missed something.
It's kind of like where they started Baloney Lake.
They make bologna in Lebanon? Oh, I was like, something went completely over my head. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, look at the way, a hero sandwich, yarrow,
A hero sandwich?
a yarrow sandwich, where they use the lamb and stuff, and the way they grind it all up and put it all on a spit.
Uh-uh. Oh, I'm not too. Yeah, okay. I'm quail rich. I'm the quail dealer.
I never
My
heard of
neighbors, if
Lebanon
they didn't
bologna.
see me passing out eggs, would probably think I was a drug dealer. Like people are constantly coming to the house and handing me
Hey,
cash.
hey, hey! You know what? We feed an addiction, but it's an addiction that'll feed the people instead of kill the people.
That's true. That's true. It is kind of an addiction.
Be right back. Keep talking. I can still hear y'all.
I can't see. I didn't log into StreamYard, so I can't see these comments. I need to flip over to
It's
my
fine.
phone because I can't.
Well, see, if you would have logged into StreamYard, you could have.
I was trying to go fast because it was taking me forever.
It
Oh,
could have.
she's talking about those. Oh, I know what she's talking about.
What?
Uh,
Oh, it's more like a summer sausage than bologna.
the gyro.
Yeah.
I think I've actually had one of those. I didn't know what it was. Lamb though. I don't think I would have ate it if I knew it was lamb.
Sometimes it's a mix of different animals. Could even
Oh,
have goat in it, for all you know.
I've only had lamb once, and it was like at a Thanksgiving with English people, like from like England, and they had like blood gravy. Mm-mm.
You know what blood
Mm-mm.
gravy's made of? Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah.
Tastes like it. I'm like, I just poured it on and was eating it, and I'm like, this is weird. Like, why would they be having like steak? And I'm like eating it, thinking this tastes really, really bad. and the missionaries next to me were plowing it. And then one of the people said, "How do you like that blood gravy?" And I like was like, and she was like totally serious. And I was like, "Oh, that's why that tastes I mean, not familiar, but like, you know what, like blood, if you've ever gone like this, you know what blood tastes like, so yeah, it was not
Hey,
pleasant."
CB, welcome back. Gel bologna is as cheap as you can get, and it has a hint of green all over it. Ugh.
That, uh, yeah, I don't think I would. Honestly, if I don't know. Does lamb taste anything like goat?
I don't know what goat tastes like. I've never had goat.
I don't either, but like if it tastes the same, then I've had lamb, so I can be like, goat's probably not that great. Like nothing to brag about. But
No, blood tastes like liver.
oh, that's true if you've had organ meats.
Liver is the only organ meat that my
Yay!
body will reject.
That's what they
Hey,
serve.
Mel.
Yeah. How do you know that, Ed?
Yeah, Ed's not telling us all of his history.
You don't count our quail, and then we won't judge you on your past.
We don't judge on your past anyhow because everything you've been through is part of what makes you who you are now. Hey, Ricky.
I love that everybody gets on like, do you? I think the wind has started back up again. Melanie and Ricky, do you just get on your phones? Are you like in the same room on your phones on different accounts? Oh, listen, I like Walmart, but not enough to go get the food out of the dumpster.
I don't shop at Walmart.
I'm like,
Mary says lamb that's handled properly is really good, and I agree with her.
oh, okay.
And yeah, they're both in the same room.
I mean, you got to get all your likes in, right? Like,
Uh-huh. Yep. Thank you very much.
every little bit
And
helps.
Mary, it's always good to see you.
Oh yeah, these people telling me like goat tastes like venison, but sweet. Man, I think everyone just has a way better palate than me, because I'm like that. Like I could tell you that quail eggs taste different than chicken eggs, but like if I had to describe it to someone that's never had it, I don't think I could tell you. It's just different. Like I can describe the meat better because I heard Zach explain it one time on a live, and I thought that made a lot of sense, that it was kind of a cross. Like I think Zach called it like a gray meat. He said it was kind of like a cross between dark turkey meat and chicken meat. It's kind of like an in between. And I think he's right. So
Okay, your friend that wanted to know about Tidro's family farm. I'm going to drop the link for their so they can order eggs.
I have
There
some
they
of theirs
go.
that are about to go outside. Once this cold passes, I'm my little celadons. I'm being
Thank
gentle
you,
with
Buster.
them. Oh, what I was going to say about the odd meats is that I'm not a super great cook. So I'm always like weird about tasting different stuff because I don't know if I didn't know that quail you could eat medium and it cook and dries out really fast and cooks really fast, I would probably like overcook it very easily and it'd be super dry and gross. So I think
My favorite way of having quail is cooked in a slow cooker for 3 hours.
and then you just shred the meat off of it.
No,
You just pick it up
I
and eat
just
it.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
always
it
worried
falls
I'm
off the
as
bone
well.
when I do it.
And I'm still not very good at like getting the breast off of it. Like I've seen people just like cut the chunks of breast off. I mean, I did it, but like it seemed like there was a lot of meat left on the quail.
Well, you know what to do with that? You throw that bag into another bag for your stock to make
Bone broth.
stock out of. And that way it won't matter.
Mine always tastes weird. Like, is it supposed to have a strong flavor? Bone broth?
I don't think. Yeah.
Well, I heard some chick talking about it on Instagram about how she uses bone broth for. Oh, she uses it to make hot chocolate. And I thought there is no amount of chocolate that is going to counterbalance that. And then I was like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. That's a real possibility, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, bouillon has a strong flavor, so that's what you're doing.
Yeah, but this chick
You
literally
cook it
uses
down.
broth to make hot chocolate.
Well, she probably makes it a light broth instead of the heavy bone meal broth that we do.
Like,
We
but
make more of a
using
stock,
bone,
and she just makes a light broth.
would it be made the same way?
A stock is cooked longer than what she's doing.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, maybe if she just did the bones, it wouldn't have that much of a flavor, but with the meat on it. Or like I sometimes put like the vegetables and like carrots and onions and stuff in it too. So I'm
Well,
like,
I will tell you, quail and dumplings is good.
I don't know how to make dumplings, but that does sound really good.
I might have it in one of the quail and the cookbook.
I need to download the other two. I have the first
What you
one.
do is, Bisquick or Jiffy biscuit mix.
Mm-hmm.
You make the drop biscuits, but add just a little bit more milk to it, and let it sit for a few minutes while you bring your broth up to your soup up to a simmer. Then you drop the biscuits in, put the lid on, and let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then it's ready, and then you got heaven.
Yeah,
Because
I did the
I
other
make
day.
my drop biscuits, I make them like clouds.
Hmm,
When they cook up, they're light and airy.
that sounds really good. I feel like we should have some sort of like a cooking. You know how people have like chili cook-offs? I feel like we need some sort of like cook-off at QuailCon. Like if it was like a potluck. Although I guess we couldn't really do that because everybody drives and there's like nowhere to cook. But it'd be
Right.
cool if we could. I wouldn't be mad at eating everyone's quail recipes and being like, have like a recipe swap. Ooh, we could still probably do a recipe swap.
Yeah, we could do recipe swaps, but then again, you got the cookbooks too.
That's true. Because I'm like, well, if we did a recipe swap and then you had all of them, then you could just publish them in the cookbook. I guess if everybody had all of them, though, then they wouldn't buy the cookbook. So
David, I had to find time to do that. I am so time bound right now. It's pathetic. Well, you do quail the same way you do chicken or rabbit dumplings. Rabbit and dumplings.
I still have a couple of those in my freezer.
Yeah, but that has that commercial chemical taste. That's the chemical taste. Yuck.
No, I'm not coming.
He said, no, what? Oh, I don't do that. I don't, yeah. Well, see, me, I don't do store-bought stuff because there's so much chemicals in it. The most chemicals I do is like Jiffy Mix. Who do you have with you?
Can you say hi?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Are you being shy now?
Now, which of your friends do you have with you,
What
dear?
do you have? What's this?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Tails
Oh, you're
and
not?
knuckles from
Oh,
Slime.
cool.
I think she said no body. Yeah, sometimes she does say that. We've had some issues. We're still slowly transitioning to.
See,
I
Steve
would.
says,
She
hey
would
there, pretty
have
girl.
so much fun at QuailCon. She would hop the fence and get in with the well, I don't think he has emus anymore, but like honestly anything, she would hop the fence and get right in there and would not even blink. There's a local guy that lets us come over and like he literally has petable emus. They like hugs. And the first
Ah,
time she saw an emu, she just thought it was a big chicken and she just kind of looked at it and ran up and like just started petting it. And I was like super I like ran up and grabbed her because I was like, can they kick sideways or just fronts and backs? And he was like, oh, they're totally fine. And they just totally
blessings,
like
David.
let us pet them. So cutie.
Blessings, Mary.
I'm gonna scoot to granddaughter's scared of them. Yeah, mine got attacked by one of the chickens, but the chicken missed, thank goodness, because I would have eaten it immediately. I've never killed a chicken, but I will. I will. It's like, oh, such a bummer, my brand new egg layers, but she is like, has that rooster attitude where my daughter tries to pet one of the other chickens. This chicken will come out of nowhere and like it went after her, but it missed. So but my daughter didn't notice. She didn't care. She probably would have just picked it up and cuddled it anyway. Huh. Hey, we got to go to bed. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Good night,
I'm going to go
sweetheart.
put them to bed because they're all in there hollering and fighting. Okay.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And dream sweet.
Say bye, Verna.
Bye, Verna.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Okay, bye, guys.
Does anyone watch I Am a Survivor? Jamie got hurt today by one of the horses. Now her jaw is wired shut. No, I don't watch I Am Survivor. That's just more myth than what it is. Ostriches don't really put their head in holes in the sand. That's more of a myth than anything else. It's perpetrated by fairy tales and Hollywood. Oh, I'm starting to get a migraine. I'm getting those halos again. Now we had a little girl here, and everybody got quiet because they left. But we've been on for 2 hours. Have a blessed night, Ed. Was almost 3 pounds. One of the blues, solid blues. Yeah, one of the solid blues was almost 3 pounds. I think they're about cooking size. I agree, Andy. It is pretty good. I got to separate the males from the females and harvest the males soon. Nikki's dealing with a rotten pup, and Steve wants to know if you spoiled it rotten there, Nikki. TM, I'm talking about a blue rabbit, a blue Havana rabbit, who I think is, let me see how many weeks old is this. Just turned 7 weeks old last Sunday. So I think it will be up to 3 pounds. I think it'll be 3 pounds by next weekend. Yep, 7 weeks old. TM, I raise Havana rabbits and quail in my apartment. Yeah, Katrina has the 5 pound. Oh, 10 pound. What does ASF mean now? African soft fur. Okay. Well, I'm going to mark this one. And I'll be right back, y'all, because I have to answer that call that I can't refuse. And since I don't have anybody up here to read for me, okay, let's see what all I missed. There's quite a bit, it looks like. Breeding for snake food. A rat or a quail? Rabbit. Hello, Amy. Well, I hate to be a party pooper, but I think I'm going to have to call it a night. This aura is getting so bad, I'm losing my vision. So everybody have a blessed night, and I'll see you Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.